Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Shalom. I do videos on pop culture, artists, all that good stuff. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about Rosé's new album. Well, it's not that new. It came out like last month, but since it's been a month, I've let it simmer. I've listened to the songs. If you are expecting some upbeat Blackpink kind of songs, you're not gonna get it here, babe. You're really not gonna get it in this album. And before I even get into the album, oh my gosh, the cover art is stunning. But I will say these songs are very much slow pop ballads. I think if you're gonna listen to this album, you have to definitely be in the right mood. I wouldn't put this album on when I'm freaking on cloud 9, I'm feeling the greatest, 10 out of 10, I'm feeling my best. Like, I'll probably put this album on when I'm really sad, probably on my period, and I'm gonna tweak out.
No, I'm still sad. It didn't work.
This is when this album would come really in handy for me. Listening to the songs, this album is only about 36 minutes long. And I know for some people that might be quite long, but for me, that's short. Okay, for me, that's very short. And you know, if you've been here for a while, you know I love me a long album. I love me an hour-long album, an hour and 5, and even an hour and 10. I don't mind. Because before listening to this album, what I thought was, you know, I wasn't expecting any vocal complexity. So I assumed, okay, so if she's not gonna be a vocalist, which I know she isn't really, you don't have to listen to Blackpink to know that Rosé isn't like some freaking vocal machine. Like, she's not Ariana Grande, she's not Beyonce, right? Like, that's, everyone knows that. So I was like, okay, so she's probably gonna have to really focus on her lyrics and what the instrumentation is to kind of cover that bit up, that she isn't the greatest vocalist, right? And I will say, some songs actually did surprise me. I was a bit surprised by her vocals, like, oh my gosh. Like in the song Stay a Little Longer, oh my gosh, I love that song. Stay a Little Longer, I think that's definitely the gem from the album. I know some people might fight with me and they'll say, oh no, this song, but I think Stay a Little Longer is definitely a gem from that album. She has so much emotion, and she's like, when she sings, she has so much emotion in it that it kind of sounds like she wrote it herself, but she didn't. So it's crazy how she's singing with so much emotion and passion, and her voice is so raspy but in the right places. With the vocals that I heard throughout the album, the vibe and the aura that this album gives, you know, it's very, I'd say for the majority, there are 1 or 2 songs which are fast paced and upbeat, like Aperture and Drinks or Coffee. That there's 1 or 2 songs which are upbeat, but for the majority, this album is quite a slow paced kind of album. And what I will say is that this sound, this aura, I think this is what Lisa tried to get with Moonlit Floor, but she couldn't do it. With the songs, the way that Rosé is putting so much emotion and passion into the singing, and her vocals are actually really raspy and controlled, I think that's what Lisa tried to do with Moonlit Floor, but she couldn't do it because she's not like a really great vocalist. With this album, I wanted some Korean, you know what I mean? I wanted some different languages. There's nothing wrong, you know, I looked at the song titles, I listened to the whole album, it's all in English. That's the kind of problem I have and I don't have, because you know, if you want to do it in English, that's fine. But I think the reason why this album was mainly in English and there was very little to no Korean, no different languages, right, is because I think Rosé is trying to really market herself in the Western world, and she's really trying to expand herself and just push herself in America, the American market. And obviously English speaking people, they're lazy, we're lazy, okay? We want everything to be in our language, we want everything to be suited to us so we can understand it. We don't want to do the work to translate things, which I don't actually mind. I don't mind translating things. I don't mind listening to K-pop and, you know, having to look up lyrics and see, oh, what does this mean, or what tone are they singing it in, because that's just how you learn. That's how you learn different cultures. But for the majority, a lot of English people are lazy. They don't want songs to be in different languages because they don't know what they're saying, and then that requires them to actually look up what the person is saying, and they don't want to do that. So that's why you see a lot of artists in K-pop, J-pop, even Afrobeats, Amapiano, they're starting to kind of distance themselves from their native language. They're speaking more English in their songs because they're trying to make it more palatable for like the Western world. So that's the only problem I had. I wanted more Korean. I wanted some, you know what I mean, different languages, a little bit of diversity. This is very random, but there was 1 or 2 songs at the beginning of the album, I can't remember the names in them, but I'll put them on the screen. She sounded like Taylor Swift. I was scared, guys. I had to triple check my phone to make sure Spotify wasn't playing Taylor Swift, because no way on my phone that I pay for, the Spotify I pay for, Taylor Swift is going to get played on it.
No! God, please, no! No!
Because if you know how Spotify is, once you play something, you know, it collects that data and it'll push out more stuff than what you play. So I was like, no.
No. Wait. Wait.
No way you're gonna be playing Taylor Swift on my Spotify. I'm not getting anything recommended from Taylor Swift. But it was just her singing. I feel like a lot of the songs, she kind of sounded like Taylor Swift mixed with Selena Gomez at some times. Like, I was checking my phone to be like, is this Rosé? Is this Miss Rosé? But I think that's just her like accent and how she sings. Most of these songs, especially in the first half of the album, the first chunk, I could see Taylor Swift singing those. I could see Taylor Swift singing those, promoting them, and then freaking releasing them, and then like freaking releasing 10 versions of each song. If you close your eyes right now and listen to the album, Tay Tay, is that you, babe? Is that you? There are a couple gems in the album, like I said earlier, Stay a Little Longer. But then also, I can't do this video without talking about Aperture. I freaking love that song. I don't care. I know a lot of people hate that song because they're like, it's so annoying. Like, what is she doing? What is she saying? I freaking love that song. I love that song, especially Bruno Mars' bit. I'm not even gonna lie, you know, Rosé, you did a great job in that song, but Bruno Mars carried that song. He carried that song and he ate you up on that song. Okay, like Bruno Mars bit, I can sing that word for word. Quiz me right now. I know that word for word, bro. Don't even test me. If someone was like, for 10k, sing the whole Aperture song, I'll be like, okay, let's go. But the one issue I had with Aperture, right, is that this was like the lead single for the album, right? I freaking love it. I don't think you guys know how much I love Aperture. Like, it's actually unhealthy. But this song just did not showcase how the album would sound. Like, it didn't showcase the true authentic sound of the album, because if you listen to Aperture and then you listen to the whole album as a whole, like they don't sound the same. So I think it's quite misleading for someone, you know, if you haven't listened to the album, you probably think that the album would sound similarly to Aperture, but it really doesn't. It's very slow paced for the majority. You know, it's kind of more of storytelling. The instrumentation is even really low key. Like, some songs literally just have guitar in it. Like, it's literally just guitar picking and some little beats here and there for most songs. Like, it's really not like heavy hitting instrumentation or beats. Like, she's really minimal with the stuff that she's doing in a lot of the songs. So that's why I was thinking, you know, to keep this era going, to keep this whole Rosé era going, this Rosie era going, you know, I was thinking maybe she could release like an acoustic version of this album. But in all honesty, this album is pretty much acoustic. I don't think you can get any more acoustic than most of the songs that I heard. Unless she wants to do like an acoustic version of Aperture, that'd be very interesting to see how that sounds. Or if she wants to release like a Korean version of Aperture, like just seeing all of it in Korean, no English, nothing, just to keep this era going, just to keep it flowing a little bit more, add a little bit of steam, a little bit more fuel. Overall, when I say this is a good album, yes, I will say it's a good album, but I actually do enjoy this album. I didn't think I would enjoy it as much as I would have. Like, I don't know, I thought maybe I wouldn't really enjoy it, but I actually did enjoy it, okay? And especially when you're not in the mood and you're actually sad, it hits even more. And then when you relate to the lyrics she's singing, oh, I'm gagged. But it's crazy. I really can't wait to see. I am frothing, guys, to see what Lisa's album is gonna sound like. I'm frothing to see what Jennie's album is gonna sound like. Lisa's album is gonna be released in, I think it's like a month, around the same time as Tate McRae. So you guys can expect another video. And I do want to do more like K-pop, just like different styles of music. Like, I do want to talk more about like Afrobeats and K-pop, just to like show my diversity, because I feel like I don't really show like my diversity in music on my channel. Like, if you looked at my Spotify and then you looked at my YouTube channel, you'd be like, what? Like, how come you don't tell us you listen to this music? Like, it's crazy work. But that's really what I want to do. But overall, I think this is a good debut album. She can continue to grow from this. I don't think this is like the end all be all. She's definitely going to release another album, obviously, because it's Rosé, like it's Rosie. Tell me what you think of the album below. Did you like it? Did you dislike it? Are there any songs that you would recommend? Like, subscribe, and I am out.